Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Funko Pop of the Deadite from Army of Darkness. So let's take a closer look at the figure, and I will tell you what to look for as far as paint applications if you are hunting for this in person. I saw a lot of the skull paint bleeding over onto the helmet on the sides, so be sure to look for a clean line between the helmet and the skull. Also, this tooth, this gap here, almost every single one I saw has that little line kind of scooping to the side. There is a sculpt in there of a little like crack that goes across that tooth, so like the paint tends to bleed into that crack, but just look for, you know, the clean black area here. Clean teeth and black space. But for the most part, those are the only really issues I saw with this figure. That and the skull was kind of scuffed on a lot of the ones I saw. Scuffed above the nose, a lot of scuffing around here. There's a little bit of light scuffing right there, but barely enough to get me upset about it. And in fact, you know, the figure as a whole, the grading around the joints of the skull, it's a dirty looking figure, so the scuffs actually kind of blend in, which is oddly nice. But you know, the paint they did on his helmet here, and just the lining of the horns, this little bracket around the horns. The texture of all this, the paint on his helmet looks really, really good. Be on the lookout for perfectly done circles too. There are some weird oval-shaped black circle eyes. But everyone I saw had a really nice little skull hanging on his belt there with each kind of eye area painted a light gray. But I like the way they've achieved the dirtiness of the skeleton with that kind of gray joint. Dirty paint. I think it looks cool. Also, the graying of the shield. This actually, for a little Funko Pop, has some good weathering to it. Some kind of implied weathered, worn out skeleton, and I dig it. If you take a closer look here at his chest, it's kind of hard to see all this with his jaw hanging over, but there is some nice work there as far as the little skull circles that connect to where the cape would be. And the cape itself has a nice little texture to it. I think they did a good job with this. One thing worth noting is that this figure would not be able to stand without the cape. As you can see, he kind of does use the cape to help stand, but that's only if you're having him, you know, out of the package on his own. He comes with a figure stand. This is one of the Funko Pops that has a little hole in its foot, and it comes with a figure stand because it has a little itty bitty body. And figure stand works great. He stands really good on his own, and it's really helpful. And of course, it goes really, really, really well with the Funko Pop Ash figure. These two are from Army of Darkness. They complement each other. They pair up really great. They look great next to each other. And I think the Deadite looks awesome. Thanks for watching.